because people are so codependent. They put like, oh, I'm gonna change for this partner.
Yeah.
Or so it's not real change, because if you couldn't get it in the mud, like when
Before them.
Before them, once they get here, it's like, and you guys don't work, you're gonna go back. You're gonna basically spiral and downfall.
You're missing the point. Women don't got to get.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just feel like
that's what you're trying to like. You don't have to work to attract men, but men have to work to attract women.
You know what? I will agree with you. I will legit agree with you.
Like, think about it.
Let's say get it out of the mud just for context.
Like, think about it right now. In your situation, right? You literally have a girlfriend while you're married.
Yeah.
Why were you able to pull that off? Have you ever asked yourself, how am I able to pull this shit off? Do you think that your man has the same amount of options that you do?
Realistically,
the answer is fucking no. Because if he did, he would never allow that.
Yeah,
however, most men are in a privileged position where they're able to date who they actually want and marry who they want. Most men take what they're given. So that's why he's sitting there tolerating you, entertaining another relationship with a, because he's of lower status and that's most guys, no offense. That's where most men fall. They have to take what they can fucking get. So that proves my point. Most men simply just deal with the cards that they're dealt. They don't have to earn their value to attract men.
So then why don't you deal with the woman with a bad past?
Think about this.
What was that?
Why don't you deal with a woman with a bad past?
Why don't you?
If you take what you can get.
Why don't you, you said, or why do you?
Why don't
he said
you?
some men take what they can get.
No, I'm saying a majority of men do that because the sexual access is difficult for most guys.
Okay.
Like, are you ladies aware that women find like 80 to 90% of men is unattractive?
Mm-hmm. I'm aware of that.
So if most men are found unattractive by most women, that means only a minority of men are getting girls, correct?
Because it's that 10% that every chick is attracted to.
Okay, so then what about the other 90%? What are they doing?
They basically
they're doing what your niggas doing.
Exactly.
They're letting you entertain a girl.
Settling.
They're settling. They're dealing with what they can get because most guys don't have the privilege and ability to attract who they really want. You guys though don't have that problem. Men come to you. They offer you situations. You don't have to bring shit to the table as a female to get male attention. Men do though.
Nowadays it's kind of
Nowadays,
nowadays
a woman.
I'm curious.
Being honest.
For you,
guys now are asking you what you do for a living.
If you're gonna choose your man or your
It wouldn't
girl,
matter if you didn't do anything
who
for
do
a
you
living.
choose?
Trust me, it does.
Realistically,
funny.
me and
It
him
doesn't.
aren't talking about a divorce only because of just how everything has been happening. We're just like,
So you're like over him.
Yeah, do it, man.
do I love him? Yeah, of course,
No, you
but
don't.
I don't want to be with him.
No, he said you're over him.
Mentally.
That's what you say.
Yeah,
She been checked out.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just
just
go,
be
man.
like, yeah, I did. Yeah,
She been checked out.
Yeah.
childhood.
And then
for
going back
me,
to you, because you
I'ma
said
just-
men ask for a job, blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah, I've been dating, and that's
We know.
I hate that. Yeah, of course. Why not?
Nurse.
So that's
so explain to me how there's
Yes.
18-year-olds that are unemployed on yachts with multimillionaires and billionaires.
Their
they come with
parents?
the question, like the
What was
more
that?
the more
Men like young
status
parents. Young
that people
girls.
get, the more that they expect, right, from the partner.
Think about this.
Think about this.
Someone
Am I
told
right or
me-
not?
What do they expect from the partner then?
So
Specifically, are you trying to say?
saying I have been in dates with guys that have like yachts and properties and stuff, and they go, so what do you do for a living? How many are you doing monthly? I'm like,
Do you think they actually give a shit about that though?
that's for me as a woman, that I don't care about what do you have, but your values first. Honestly.
I'm not asking you about what you value. I'm asking
you're
you.
asking me.
No, I'm asking you.
As a woman, I had to put that on the table. Why?
Yeah.
Why
Think
you
about this.
upset? So as
No,
a
no.
woman that doesn't care too much about the money that you have, but the values and the things that you can give me as a man,
The soft system
you
is
come
crazy.
to me and you're asking me, well, how much do you do? What do you do for a living?
But
What
he's
that
asking
has-
you, does he care about that? Does he honestly
you.
care
They're
about that
asking,
question?
so they obviously care.
No, they're
Why
asking
wouldn't
because
you
they're
be
being
asking?
nice to you, just try to just conversate with you, but they really don't care.
I think a
Trust me,
woman,
the
I think,
question
and I
I
Hold on,
can,
hold on. Do you spend money on that guy?
I've never spent money on my
That's the whole
first date.
point. It doesn't matter what you make.
Bro.
Why
He's
would you
being nice
bring
to
that
you.
up? No, what nice to ask me how much do I make
How
in
much
the
you
first date?
make? How are you doing? You're beautiful. No, let's.
Oh, no.
All right, bro.
I agree with you
I'm
guys.
just-
We're
I'm
telling you how men
sorry.
operate.
But I feel like when
Yeah.
it comes to a man who
Look,
wants to marry a
women,
woman,
ladies,
that question,
ladies,
that answer
ladies.
doesn't
Let
matter.
me give you guys some
Right.
advice.
Right.
When we ask you what you do for a job or how much you earn, we're only asking it to figure out, okay, how much am I going to have to commit to this girl if something serious were to actually happen? Do I have to support her fully, blah, blah, blah? And here's the thing. It's a sliding scale. The hotter you are, the less you can make and they won't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how it goes, right? So Men, when they ask this stuff, generally it's just to start a conversation because most guys can't talk about anything outside of work. So they're like, "What do you do to generate conversation?" Most men are very bad conversationalists, so they have this discussion with you. But if you told them, "I'm unemployed," they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't get up and walk out the date. However, if he told you he was unemployed, you would get up and walk out the date.
And also, guys
I
want to
agree.
know how much time you have for them. So if you want a job that's going to be hella hours a week, oh, she's too busy for me, bro. I'm good. Versus she's unemployed.
When they ask for your job, we're doing it for different reasons. You guys ask, "What do you do?" Because you guys actually give a shit because women are attracted to security.
Yeah.
When we ask, it's how much time will she have for me? How much do I have to commit to this girl if something serious would have happened? But we're not looking at it like, oh man,
she gonna pay the bills.
yeah, she gonna pay the bills and take care of me. Like, we're not looking at it from a security standpoint like you
a
guys
lot of
do.
men nowadays are thinking about it that way. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying. I've been into deep
Majority
conversation, not
of
only
men.
just
But
asking
do
me
you
what I
want
do
them?
and that what.
I'm sorry?
They're being deep in it.
Do I want them?
Yeah, the ones that you got to pay
Do
for.
I want a dependent man?
No.
No.
Exactly.
Honestly, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's a
But
moot point.
are there
then.
a lot of them? Yes, they are.
But that's a moot point because
But-
those guys are not
Yes,
even
they are.
candidates. They're not even dating candidates. These men.
Well, I mean, we're speaking in general here.
Yeah, but these men are literally invisible to a majority of women.
Yeah.
These are guys that you guys are, you go on a coffee date with them and you find out that they're broke. You ain't talking to them again. Like that.
You'll
This
be
is
surprised. As long as that sex is good, honestly, a woman don't.
Nigga won't even get sex a lot of
Not
the times.
speaking about me. I'm not that type of woman. But if the sex is good, a woman will
I'm
settle.
gonna have to cut you off on that, baby.
No, sorry.
Chicks
I'm not
ain't
speaking
popping
about
no,
me.
Popping no for a dude that ain't even worth.
We're not
the
talking
time.
about just Miami, love. We're talking about in general.
In general.
Miami
look.
definitely wants
Let's say
some
they
money.
smash a couple times.
Mhm.
It won't be serious though. Keep it a bean.
Some
If she-
girls are.
She
I'm
gonna marry
sorry.
that guy? Hardly ever.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Won't
So,
last.
But I'm not saying it doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying is that it does happen.
all right, they might smash. There you go.
I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna go.
You can
back
have
and
that one.
forth.
Okay, they gonna smash.
Yeah, she brings up like the exception to the rule in every argument.
It's okay.
which
Of
is like-
course, because I.
but exceptions
at
to the
every
rule
corner.
don't. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like
Why not?
when you speak in generalities, the exception doesn't make the rule. If I tell you, 99% of the time this happens, it's actually a very low IQ response to say, well, in this 1% situation, this is what happens.
So
It's
then
like,
why
who
say
cares?
99% if it wasn't a big factor? There's still that 1% that's left out. It still can be spoken about because you mentioned 99%.
It's
so I'm going to
irrelevant
speak
and
about
not
it.
pertinent to the conversation in general when we're having a
Why?
general conversation.
Why though?
because
Why
the
can't we
world-
speak about that 1% though?
Because the world is built on generalities. For example, why do we not have Braille all over the place? Because most people aren't blind. Why does not every building not have handicap fucking rails? Because not everyone is handicapped. Most people can walk, right? Why do we have there's a reason why we have the world that we have. It's meant for the greatest common denominator, the majority. That's what matters. There's a reason why when we vote, we don't sit there and be like, well, you voted for this person. Tell us a little bit about it. No one gives a fuck. It's the majority. The majority rules. President gets elected. Boom. That's just how the world works. Everything is done on generalities. It's a very, and I'm not going to knock you for this, but it's a very characteristic to say, well, there's exceptions to the rule. Who cares? That's irrelevant. It's the same reason why we don't have Braille all over the place, because most people simply aren't blind. We're not going to waste our resources and time putting Braille all over the place when most people can see.
Yeah.
I mean, I get your point.
That's like we're at a restaurant and there's rotis and then there's doubles. We want rotis, not doubles. Who cares about doubles?
They're both from Trinidad.
I know, but one's more important. Rotis.
Actually, both are. Sorry.
Man.
All right, man.
Because
You're gonna
because by your logic, right? Like, let's just, let's just make a gallon of milk $100.
Right.
Right? Why don't we have a gallon of milk at $100? Because the majority of people simply can't afford that.
Right,
There's
right.
a minority that doesn't give a shit. I'll pay $100 for a gallon of milk, sure. But that's just not how society works.
Yeah.
Right? We can't frame the way we do things off of exceptions to the rule. Because that puts everyone else at a disparity for no reason.
Well, I'm an exception though, so I will go for that.
How are you an exception?
I'm different though.
I mean, when you
Tell
say
us how you're
9
different.
If you're gonna laugh at me, but for
I
me,
will.
it's more
Go ahead.
How
important.
many laughing?
I will just beg for respect. I am a person.
Wait. So the thing that makes you different is that you beg for respect?
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
After I talk, before I talk, I'm a
Respect is
person.
earned.
I'm a woman. Honestly, that I looked up for high values, for a man that respects me, for a man that is driven to succeed, even though he probably hasn't succeeded yet. He's on the path. I will look for the potential. I will look for it. I will look for a man that is caring. Maybe it's a lot of romantic stuff, but I find that is more appreciated nowadays, that you can't find that too much.
Do you guys
People are
agree with
very-
her?
people
On
are
her
very-
views as far as like men and what she wants and what's going on out there? Do you guys agree?
People are very
I
egocentric.
feel like it's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
No, but I have fine men that
and the
are
only
like
reason why I
that.
say is wishful thinking is
That's
because
not the question. Do you guys agree with what she generally said just now?
So what is she generally saying, that she prefers,
Did it-
that you prefer?
They don't even know what you said.
That
Yeah.
for because you're mentioning
There's
that.
nothing wrong
Okay,
with
so what
explaining
is the
again.
ideal man nowadays? That he has his millionaire. That I'm looking for a sugar daddy. That's what I heard everywhere. A sugar daddy that can just.
But you
get
made the
right
comment that you're different and you're
That's what I'm saying,
the
that-
exception. So tell us how you're the exception.
there. Because of that. Because
You
I'm
should
not.
wear, you
I'm
should
not
wear
gonna.
2 chains.
You can. Huh?
You should wear 2 chains.
I'm not. I'm not behind their money. I'm not behind your status.
Right.
I'm not. You can be a regular guy with good intentions, with driven to family, willing to take care.
Ambition.
Ambition
Yes.
with a good mindset.
Right.
And then I'll help you out to build that whatever empire you want to build, because I know the type of woman that I am.
Tell
I'm
me
very
more.
supportive. I'm very. He's making fun of me, huh?
So this is what
But-
makes you different.
Yeah.
You're supportive and you don't care about money like that, etc.
Yeah, and I'm sad to say, no offense to you guys, I don't know you, but the % of the women that I've been surrounded lately are always talking about money, and are always talking about, I need to find a rich man, he doesn't have enough. And it's sad, to be honest. It's sad that we as a society are
But didn't you say
basing
you
our
went out with a guy that
decision-
has real estate properties and yachts? So you went out with rich guys too.
No, I
That
didn't
doesn't
say
mean
said
she's
that earlier.
looking for
I
that.
didn't say that.
You literally said, I went out with guys that have money and
I
yachts,
have-
etc. And they asked me what I do.
I have went out on a date.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So are you really as different as you claim?
What do you mean?
Are you
Am I with him? I'm not.
But
You
went
went out with a date with him.
Yeah, so
Why
But that
not?
doesn't mean she was looking
not?
for that.
Yeah.
you were looking for
It
fun,
doesn't
though.
mean
No. Don't
A guy can come up
don't
to you.
change
You
We're
that.
saying
Let's-
No.
that means that's not what she's
You're
looking
trying
for,
to
but she
change
went out with
my
him?
point, and
That
that's
doesn't-
not the point. The point is that if it comes with money and he has high values and he's family oriented, why not? I'm not saying that that's my priority,
Exactly.
which is different.
But you gave him a big chance though.
But you went out with him.
Why not?
Just like other girls.
Yeah, but why not?
Did you smash?
Okay.
What
Do you remember how this
doesn't make
conversation
sense.
started?
That doesn't make sense.
remember
What
how this
you're saying doesn't
conversation
make
started?
sense. Yes.
How did it start?
It started saying me that I'm different.
Yes. And I'm an
Exactly.
exception to the rule.
Exactly.
Then you went on to drone on the same things that every other girl says.
How? What did I say?
Oh, I don't care about money like that. I just
No.
care about values. I can help you build, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
But just
Definitely.
literally like 11 minutes ago, you were like, oh, I went out with a guy that
And
has
what
money
did I say about
and
that?
resources.
And what did I say about that?
And he asked me how much money I make.
Why
Yeah.
did I say about that?
And
Exactly.
then we said
Am I
men don't care
dating
about
him
that.
Still? No.
But you went out with him.
He didn't have values enough for me.
But you
He
still
could
went out
have the
with him.
money.
But you still went out
He
with
could
him.
you still went out
offer
with
me
him.
whatever. I went out on a one date to meet him. Why not giving him a chance? I will get, because I've met people that have money that have high values. I've been surrounded by them.
None
too.
of you. That's what I'm trying to get at
Oh
here.
my God.
Holy.
No, you can't
Yo,
say
I'm
that.
just saying it. Like, I just
You
got.
can't- what, are you
I've had
special?
enough.
I think it's rumble time.
I've had enough.
Special?
I think it's rumble time.
Are you special?
Let's go rumble.
Are you
It's rumble
special?
time.
You shut up.
It's
time for rumble, fellas.